Hello my little mystical dragons, welcome back to another Dabbling in Drag. Thank you so much yet again for coming back and watching another ridiculous video of me getting ready and playing with these Drag Race promo themes. Last time we were doing red, white, and blue in this 1940s Bucky / Captain America / Agent Carter, everyone was giving me Agent Carter look. This was fun, very retro. Shout out to Greg Brown who made the outfit. It was super cool, and I really loved doing this with some other local members in the drag community. So what shenanigans are we up to today? Jumping from season 12, we are going right into the promo shoot for All Stars 5. Wait a minute. This season was airing like smack dab in the middle of quarantine before production had really figured out how to like film or bring people back safely. So this season didn't necessarily get a promo shoot that came out around the time that this was being announced, which is a real bummer because the marketing for this was super cool. It was using these purple tones in varying shades, this like ostrich feather texture, hints of gold, this gold bokeh light sparkle effect, and I was so looking forward to like some sort of purple gold opulent looking promo. Sadly, we did not get that, but the girls from the season did band together and do this sort of virtual promo black and white look, which was very cool. However, I've already done this sort of black and white vibe and I didn't really want to rehash it for this, so I'm being difficult and I'm using my imagination and trying to think what would that purple All Stars 5 promo shoot have looked like. But I'm going to show you how Mist would do it. My inspiration for this look is very like Erté, Art Nouveau, Art Deco, like right on the cusp of those two styles where we're sort of merging from the roaring 20s into that 1930s golden age of Hollywood era. Think Chicago, think John Galliano, Pat McGrath collaboration. We're gonna have some fun with the makeup and just wait till you see this look. Alright, enough rambling on, Ryan. Let's go ahead and shave all this hair. Ooh, my skin is not happy with me. It is still allergy season, so I'm like a little congested. I'm really dried out, and yikes. Definitely gonna be doing some extra hydration and care for my skin when we get to foundation. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and block out these brows. I gotta give it to Maybelline Super Stay Powder Foundation. I switched up the powder that I was using, and damn if it's not good. This brow coverage, good job. Admittedly, we have a lot of places to be this morning and we have to be there kind of early, so I'm gonna race through some of this eye makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and do it on this side and I'll be back to show you on this side. Alright, we're looking a little crazy right now, but this is a decent base to go ahead and mirror on this side. We're gonna go back in and like clean some stuff up, add some highlighter, you know the whole shebang. First things first, I'm taking some Maybelline Super Stay Foundation in 102 Fair Porcelain and using that as a bit of an eyeshadow base all over my eye. To start to create the shape of the eye, I'm dipping into my BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette and tapping between Gemini and Cancer to lay a nice purple outline. This initial shape isn't much different than what I did when I was creating my David Bowie inspired look, but we are gonna add sort of like an upward tilt to create that like Art Nouveau, Art Deco, Erté illustrative sad eye. Not too sad though. To start to deepen this color, I'm dipping into my Prados Beauty palette. Next, I'm stepping back into my Zodiac palette to use the shade Taurus, which is this nice like aubergine color to start to really shape and define that crease. I'm trying to concentrate the darkest parts of the color at the top of the inner corner, like right under the brow ridge, and at the bottom of the outer corner to really create that angle. Woo! Okay, now to really define this, I'm dipping into my Black Airy shade from the BH Cosmetics palette. Looking good. Next, I'm dipping into my Ben Nye Theatrical Rouge palette, and I'm dipping into the shade Raspberry to use as sort of like a diffuser, sort of like a blush. It'll marry with the blush in a little bit, so I need a bit of a transition. Alright, generally that's the eyeshadow that we're working with. We'll cut the crease in a minute, but what I want to do now is create the sort of outline or underbrow highlight for my eyebrow. This time period obviously was known for very thin, over-tweezed, or even redrawn eyebrows. Everyone was a drag queen, it's alright, but I don't have nearly the confidence of Gottmik to just take like a black liner and draw a straight line. So I'm giving myself a roadmap. I am already not a big fan of drawing eyebrows, as we know on this channel. But part of what makes this look particularly challenging from an eyebrow perspective, how often do we say from an eyebrow perspective? And I don't want this look to look too sad, and sometimes that's a big critique of mine when it comes to like people doing flapper makeups. So I don't want the brows to be like fully upside down. I didn't want them to be so high that it felt unnatural for like my face shape. But I do want it to be authentic to the look. I don't know, it's a lot of thoughts going through my head. Okay, I think those are even. The part that's like kind of throwing me off is that I've already diffused this one and I'm seeing like the strong colors on this and I'm like, maybe I need more white here. I don't. So with that, let me go ahead and start blending some of this. This is gonna be basically a back and forth of some of the colors that we used before to build the eye and just creating a nice like diffused balance, but I'm going back in with that shade Raspberry first. Now let's cut this crease and define the inner corner. To set this powder, I'm dipping in with White Diamond, which is a bright highlighter from Bitter Lace Beauty. Lovely, so now I'm dipping into Golden Quartz, which is also in that Milani highlighter palette, and starting to bring that more focused in the center. Actually, pause. I was kind of feeling this on this eye because the like gold isn't feeling like bright enough. So I'm gonna add a little bit of like yellow under it and then go back. Hold please. Oops, almost got too excited. I forgot to turn the camera back on. You can see this is doing something and we're not done yet. But I'm dipping into the Honey palette by ColourPop, which I love and I've used several times on this channel. And we're going into my favorite shade, Oh Behave, to create this nice like blended out inner corner. This is a much richer pigment and it's more of a like golden honey Behave color. Next, I'm dipping into the shade Palooza, which is basically just a pressed glitter, and I'm tapping that all over the inner corner. This is gonna give that nice, like holographic, warm gold glitter look, which is what I was hoping for from the more metallic shades. And while I am keeping that concentrated in the inner corner, I'm starting to kind of like diffuse it out a little bit more so it's more visible. Love this. I'm intensifying that inner corner glitter by using the Ben Nye Sparklers glitter in gold. This is so pretty. For even more sparkle and a bit of a transition, I'm going in with Trixie Cosmetics. This is the shade Marshmallow. Love this. Love, 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 love. Ta-da! I'm looking very glittery. I just added some quick mascara and liner so that the eyes can be really tight. I'm gonna go ahead and prep my skin off camera and I'll be right back to get into the foundation. All right, we are hydrated, we are moisturized, we are beard covered. Let's go ahead and get out of this shirt. Woo. The outfit I'm wearing does show a lot of like shoulder and chest, which is why I had to shave, so we will make sure to bring all of our makeup down to cover all of these cuts. You know the gig, we're taking our Maybelline Superstay foundations in 105 and 102 and we're mixing those together to create a nice face. Let's go ahead and buff that in. Going back in with 102 Fair Porcelain and just adding some coverage, especially on the high points of the face. So I was like, why do I look so pale? And it's because I mixed my highlight shade and my foundation shade instead of using 105 and 115 for my foundation shade. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of the 115 shade around the outside of my face to try and bring a little bit of warmth back in, but oops. See how that's closer to my skin tone? Yeah, I didn't do that. Now, let's see how this ends up. Okay, overall, that's looking better. Let's go ahead and add some of our contour colors. Foundation is questionable, but we are going to move on. Let's go ahead and grab our powder contours and our blushes and see if we can salvage some of what's going on this skin. Dipping back into Raspberry from my Ben Nye Theatrical Rouge palette, we're going to start to blush this up. Okay, I've been like holding my breath that whole time. I was not happy with where the skin and the foundation was going. I'm still trying to correct some things, but thank you for letting me be an anxious mess. I think the time has come for me to go ahead and draw these eyebrows on, and then we can go ahead and correct and touch up some of the eyes and where things have gotten a little blurry. I'm using my House Labs Epic Ink Liner in hopes that it will be just like quick and good. This is awful. I'm gonna let that dry and I will... It's so bad. I skipped ahead. I had to do highlighter so I could feel like I was doing something positive after the absolute mess that these eyebrows were. And they're still not perfect. I had to do like a little bit of reconstructive surgery with concealer and it's, you know, questionable. With that, cheeks, blush, highlighter is pretty much good. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the lips and then we will do some touch-ups. Whew, that was stressful. Now I have a general shape with the black liner, which has not been my friend today. And I'm gonna fill this in with like a maroon cream and then kind of blend out with some like purples. Let's set this with some powders. I'm gonna tap into my Pearl Sheen palette from Ben Nye, which I admittedly don't use as often as I would love to. But let's dip into this shade, I think it's called Deep Cove. It's this like wine kind of reflective color. I wanna, for something just a little different before we top on with the lashes, I'm gonna go back into my Honey palette with Oh Behave and that glitter, and I'm gonna just kind of create like a little Cupid's bow highlight. Oh, I hate that. Oh no, it looks like a mustard mustache. Okay, let's recreate a top lip. I think we saved it. You're probably thinking, Ryan, why the hell would you even think to do that? And it's because of that John Galliano, Pat McGrath collaboration. Those are beautiful models with like really avant-garde makeup and wonderful lips already. I have no lips already, and I don't need another mustache. I already shaved that off at the beginning of this video. Before we scrub this makeup anymore, let's go ahead and throw some lashes on. Oh, the lashes are on. We are looking fluttery, flirty, and from the 1930s. I'm gonna get on the wig and the outfit and the heels and take you to set, so let's go.
I've known and I've known some. Until I first met you, I was lonesome. And when you came inside, dear, my heart grew light and this whole world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit you deserve expressions that really fit you. And so I've racked my brain hoping to explain all the things that you